Hey, welcome to class. Today we're going to be talking about posture, and we're going to break it down into 4 chunks so we can understand more than what we already know about posture. So if you've had strings before, like you took it in 5th grade, or you were reviewing this from another class that we've had together, then hopefully you will have some refinement of some information that you already know. If you're brand new to this video is also going to be great for you. We're going to break it down really great. Number 1, the first important part of posture is good overall posture. And what do I mean by this? If we're playing our instrument and we're slouching, there's no way you can feel great about yourself playing like that. So your music's going to reflect your posture. Your posture directly correlates with your tone, and your tone directly correlates with your posture. So what I don't want is this. Even playing like this, I'm having a hard time breathing, I'm having a hard time feeling good about the music, and more importantly, I'm having a hard time getting the most that I possibly can out of class by playing with this posture. So whenever a teacher tells you to have good posture, it's not because we like nagging you on redundant things, it's because it's just darn important. Because now I'm going to open up my airway, I'm going to be able to breathe, I'm going to have my instrument pointing up, not towards the sky. We're not playing for the heavens, we're playing for whatever music that we're looking at right now. And we're going to just watch me take the bow across the string now. Now watch me go back into my slouch position. So while you can still try to get a good tone like this, it makes it a lot harder simply because of the way that gravity works. You know, if we're pulling the bow, we want gravity to be pulling the bow down like that. If we're playing like this, gravity's going to pull the bow down towards the floor. So the number 1 important thing about playing with good posture is that it makes you feel better. The number 2 most important thing is it makes you sound better. Okay? So what might happen if I continue to play in a slouch position, and I'm over exaggerating, but even this isn't that great, and you know, this is just the ideal position. But what would happen if I continue to slouch like this? I'm going to develop some back problems because I'm not, you know, your spine really wasn't designed to be hunched over like this. I'm going to be developing some maybe even lightheadedness for playing for a long time because I really can't breathe that well. And my tone is going to be impaired because I'm not able to get my arm weight down onto the string like I can with good posture. I'm able to drag the bow across the string more efficiently with good posture. So that about sums up the overall benefits to good posture. Let's break it down to our left hand posture. So left hand posture is everything to do with your fingers coming down in the right way on the fingerboard. So here's what I mean. And I use a violin for this example. Cellos, this will apply to you, and I'll get the cello for cellos to show you, but you can go ahead and get a head start. Cellos and bass. I don't have a bass here, sorry. But if I do have a bass player in the room, I will come straight to you after this and help you out. But for violins and violas, we want to be able to have our fingers come down on the tape. Easy enough, right? Well, here's what will make it harder. If we decide that we need to have our arm out like this, this is not the ideal way. This is the most painful and stressful way. We want to be able to feel comfortable. So if something's uncomfortable, it's wrong, okay? So make sure that we're comfortable, number 1. Now, here's the first step. We don't want to play up here, you know, in first position, but we also don't want we don't want to grip the neck with our fingers. This is not a vice grip. It's just simply a loose hand shape between the thumb and the first finger that we're going to place at the base of the neck and the scroll, okay? So we're going to place that right there, and again, I'm not squeezing, I'm just relaxed right here. My arm is just free dangling right here. I'm not moving it, or I'm really not even doing anything with my arm, but allowing it to support as loosely as possible. And then that allows my fingers to come down onto the right spots on the fingerboard. If you have tape, follow the tape. If you don't, come ask me for tape if you need it, or you can still try to just put your fingers down in the most comfortable ways. Try working your way up from the thickest string to the E string for violins, and from your C string to your A string for violas. Go ahead and just try putting your fingers down on all the tapes. Okay? just first, second, and third finger. You should be able to reach all of your first position tapes with a very loose, relaxed posture. We'll review that. I am a cellist, first and foremost. I was a cellist for a little over 15 years. I don't have tape on my instrument. This is what I use for playing out, so I'm sorry. But what I'll do is I'll definitely show you with tape in class if you happen to be in my class today. So go ahead, watch just overall how I have the cello positioned, right? I have my thumb coming behind second finger. I definitely don't want this. I don't want to be playing with my thumb back here. Sorry, you weren't able to see that. I don't want my thumb back here like a violin. I definitely want my thumb back here behind second finger. Number one, because it causes stress. That causes tension in the hands. And what does tension in the hands lead to? It leads to cramping. It leads to not being as proficient at playing quickly. You'll do yourself a favor, even if it's harder for right now, with being as loose as possible, with keeping your hand as comfortable as possible, okay? Even if you're not able to get the results that you want right away. You never want to force anything. So definitely just put your thumb behind second finger and put your fingers on the tape. Just go up from C to A in first position. And again, just to go ahead and recap for cellos, posture does not look like this. It doesn't look like this. It's just simply relaxed. Okay, so that's for cellos. I'm going to set you right here. All right, so our last thing, let's go ahead and review the right hand for bow hold. So if you've never held a bow before and this is your first time in orchestra, great. I'm about to break down my favorite technique for learning bow holding. There's a couple, so if this doesn't work for you, come get me and I'll help you with the other ones that I know. But this is my best. So go ahead, hold the bow with your left hand towards the tip, this being the tip of the bow. Hold it with your left hand. Now raise your right hand, okay? So like you're about to give a pledge or something. Now go ahead, I'm going to show you the little crinkle in my hand. You're going to slowly put the stick, right? The stick should be touching the crevice of your finger, like this. And then you're going to bend the thumb like that. You're not going to bend it really hard. You're just going to slightly bend it. Again, no tension. And you're going to put it in between the stick and the frog. So you're going to want to put it in between right there. You're not going to poke all the way through. You're just going to stick it right there. And it'll look like this, okay? Then once we have that, your fingers should be evenly spaced. We're not up here. We're not all the way up here. No pinky finding its way on top. We're going to just have everything loose and dangling over the stick, okay? Then we raise up our left hand. And we are left with a good bow hold, all right? So we're going to go ahead and repeat this process really quickly. Left hand with the stick. Dangle the fingers over the stick. Bend the thumb. Put it in between the frog and the stick. Raise up your left hand. No tension, no gripping. Here's what your bow hold should not look like. Should not look like this. Should not look like this. Should not look like this. The only bow hold you should have is something that looks like this. Most importantly, it should be comfortable. So try wiggling your hand, your fingers I should say, with this new bow hold. This will be our goal. This will be one of our exercises, okay? And then the next exercise is to try to wiggle your wrist. You should not lock your wrist, no tight wrists. Just be able to bend your wrist left and right. Okay. So finally, let's talk about let's just reiterate what do I mean by feeling good, feeling our best when we play. Posture has everything to do with sounding good, just as much as it has everything to do with feeling good. If you repeatedly play with bad, poor posture, like if you're someone that walks around like this, there's no way you can feel good about yourself like this. Okay? You need to be able to have, just command yourself, command your presence. You should be able to have your chest not all the way up. You're not trying to impress people like this. You're just trying to be comfortable, but you definitely don't want to be meek in here as a musician. And I would encourage you, if you're someone that walks slouched like this, you'll probably come in here and slouch like that, and it's going to cause back problems, it's going to cause breathing problems, and you're going to have some other problems that are going to arise out of that with your health. It's so important to have good posture. If it happens once, I get we all have bad days, and I understand we're all human. I'm not looking for that sort of thing in here. But if it happens more than once, and it's something that I'm seeing every day, go ahead and just simply just correct yourself by playing with good posture, knowing that it will make you feel better and sound better.